am I starting to try to move on? Like,
no, this is happy hour. We're drowning in our sorrows.
Hey, welcome to Happy Hour Sessions. I'm George. Joining me today is somebody who's a songwriter and a musician who I've known for almost a decade, Jake Grahn. Jake, thanks for being on, man.
Absolutely, it's a pleasure to be here, my man.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We'll pick a top 50 song from the last 70 years to be the inspiration for what we're going to work on today.
Okay.
To help guide the writing process, we're going to use another song as inspiration for our new one. We leave this up to chance by drawing 3 cards. The first will be the decade. The next card will be the year in that decade, and the final card will be the song's placement on the year-end Billboard chart. Once a song is chosen, we'll have a limited time to create our new one, and by the end of the episode, we'll have the first draft of our new song.
We don't talk about Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno.
Actually, I'm not doing the middle this time.
21, okay, here we go.
34.
So the number 34 song from 2021 is Beautiful Mistakes by Maroon 5 featuring Megan Thee Stallion. Go downstairs, we'll take a listen to it and figure it out.
All right, sounds good.
Here we go. It's gonna be a fun ride. Cheers.
Cheers.
1, 2, 3, go. Feels like 2 people got in a room and sat down and were like, hey, we need to write a song in 3 hours. Let's do it. And then they put that song out.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, most songs you get to the chorus and there's like a big lift and there's but this like the melody kind of felt like it was all in the same space. Mm-hmm. The drum beat kind of felt like the exact same.
It's a little boring. Yeah.
If you were to write a song, what's normally your process? Like, what are the first things you do?
I do a lot of my songwriting in the form of demoing. I'll be sitting in my little office chair with my Boss Katana hooked up to my computer and just playing around with guitar tones and stuff. And sometimes I'll just play something and I'm like, let's loop that. Usually a riff or some sort of progression, and I just sort of build off of that. Vocal melodies will come last.
So I have a loop station if you want to, run something through it and just kind of play it back and noodle over it. Or I can be your loop station if you're like, hey, play these chords and do this.
I don't know. This is so weird for me.
This is kind of like, if I was writing that song, this is, I think, how I would have done those chords.
Keep playing it for a minute.
I am going to grab the loop pedal real quick.
Okay, sounds good. That sounds good.
I feel like this is a really solid verse. The Maroon 5 song is pretty straightforward and doesn't move a lot.
Right.
So I guess that's, to me, the verse melody should just kind of be that same, like, dun, 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 dun.
Like very simple, like 1-bar phrases that are vaguely reminiscent of the last one in terms of like topic.
She's naked in my bed and
she's
I see her
hot,
in my
I'm
head
hot,
and
she's naked in my bed. What am I gonna do about that? Mm-hmm.
Beautiful mistakes. I've got no problem singing, and I've got no problem if you want to sing. I try to encourage the guests to sing so people can hear other voices. But if you're like, nope, I have no desire to sing, then I'm happy to do it.
Maybe not lead this time. I'm kind of thinking we take it like a little bit lower for the verses than like, not low, but like, what about like a like something like that.
So it might not even be much of a pre-chorus, it might just be the ending of that phrase of the verse.
But it could function as a pre-chorus, in the same regard.
And then whether we repeat, we can do 2 verses for the first time. I like that a lot, actually. I think that's a cool melody. Yep, I like that a lot.
Okay.
We've got all the parts now. I think it's really solid. We just gotta get the melodies.
Melodies situated, and
we're in really good shape for where we're at. What's been on your mind lately?
getting my plumbing fixed.
Well, okay, so will you come and straighten my pipes out? using that idea, though, we could be singing about the monotony of adulthood and yearning for those simpler times. I do think in the spirit of Maroon 5 that we should look at maybe like making it a little more yearning for someone or something or some relationship.
I got no problem
But
with that.
it could also be like, you know, my life's too clogged up now with shit, so I'm calling a plumber because I miss the simpler days of you.
I swear this is not because we just talked about it, but like honestly, like waiting for someone to like come around, be that in the literal sense or the figurative sense.
Okay. Do you want it to be like, when will you notice me? Or do you want it to be like, we had an arrangement, you're supposed to be here, why are you not here? You're always standing me up. What are you kind of feeling?
Kind of like the standing you up route.
Okay.
Kind of like that. It's close to home, you know?
We're talking about being stood up. We're talking about waiting for someone to come around. Waiting and watching for you, or watching and waiting on you. I look down at my phone again, hoping that there's a reason. Hoping that there's a reason that you're not here. Let's dive into this feeling.
Yeah.
You look at your phone, hoping that there's a reason that the person isn't here to meet you yet. Order another drink? Maybe I start looking around for other options? Like, you know, am I starting to try to move on? Like,
No, this is happy hour. We're drowning in our sorrows.
okay. Someone pours me another drink. Bartender, another please. Do you think that's too, like, bartender, another one? Bartender.
No, now that I think about it, I like one.
Bartender, another one. What's the sentiment now? What's the idea here?
You're thinking about them, but it's very clear that they're not thinking about you.
I know I should move on. I know I should, you know, whatever. But for tonight, I'm just gonna sit here and drink, and maybe tomorrow I'll move on.
Yeah. Because that kind of sits at home for me, I guess. It's a boat that I feel like everyone's been in at some point in time, you know?
You've been sober now 2 years, 3 years?
4.
4 years?
Yeah, 4 years. It was rough for me for like 2 years, and I quit it cold turkey. 2 things happened. One was I didn't lose any weight like I thought I would when I quit drinking. Thought I was gonna shed like 30 pounds like that because I stopped drinking beer, and apparently I was just chubby. And then I got super timid. It wasn't just like, oh, my personality's changed because I'm not drunk all the time. Like, even my not drunk personality was like somehow different. It was weird. Like, I actually started to get nervous going on stage after I quit drinking because I'm like, I haven't had a drink. It's definitely been different collaborating because I'm used to 2 styles of writing, and one is me sitting in a room by myself putting things together until something works out and I'm like the only person behind it, or playing in bands where somebody else brings material to me and says, hey, I want you to write a bass part to this. So starting from scratch with somebody is like a completely new experience for me. You could spin it like, oh, if this person does show up, I said tomorrow I was done. You still, like, I could still, like, oh, they ended up showing up, it's all good, you know? Because I've done that before. I've gotten super pissed off at people for like even just friends for like being an hour late to something, and I'm like, I swear to God, if they don't show up, I'm not talking to them for a month. And then they show up and I'm like, oh yeah, everything's good, they showed up, whatever, you know? No hard feelings.
Why do you feel that way? Because like in that hour you feel disrespected, you feel...
Like my purpose for being here was this, and because this is not here, like, what's my purpose?
I want to like... I swear to God, this is the last time that I let you on.
Lead me on?
If it's I swear to God is the last time that I let you lead me on, starting tomorrow I'm serious, I'm really done. Or
tomorrow I am moving on.
what if it's just tonight I'll drink to you and tomorrow I'll be gone?
I like that.
Bartender, another one, again.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I kind of think that there's this feeling that you are just like, I mean, you are drowning yourself in the sorrow.
Digging way deeper than I probably should be. Theoretically, this person has had at least 3 drinks by this point. They have no idea how many times they look down at their phone anymore. So it's just another repeat of what's been going on for the last hour.
Think it's a song?
I think it's a song. We wrote a song.
I'm excited, man. Let's play a song.
Heck yeah, let's do it.
Cheers.
I look down at my phone again, hoping there is a reason that you're not not here. Bartender, another one, watching and waiting for you. I feel like everyone's judging me. I'm surrounded but never been more alone. Bartender, another one, watching and waiting for you. I swear to God, it's the last time that I let you lead me on. Tonight I will drink to you, tomorrow I'll be gone. I look down at my phone again, praying there is a reason that you're not here. Bartender, another one, watching and waiting for you. Swear to God, it's the last time that I let you lead me on. Tonight I will drink to you, tomorrow I'll be gone. Oh, I could go out into the night and find someone new, instead of just sitting here watching and waiting for you. Oh, watching and waiting for you. Watching and waiting for you. I swore to God, it's the last time that I let you lead me on. Last night I drank to you, now you're in my bed at dawn. Oh, I swore to God, it's the last time that I let you lead me on. Last night, well, I drank to you, now you're in my bed at dawn. Why are you in my bed at dawn? Why can't I move on?
That does it for this episode of Happy Hour Sessions. Thank you so much for watching, and special thanks to our guests for being on today. You can check out their social links below. Don't forget to subscribe. You can watch some more videos right here, and we'll see you next time.